Okay. We've just gone live.
Hopefully.
Is it online? Starting? There?
Is it there? Try number 2. Try 2.
R.
There we go.
We're also recording.
Live.
We're live.
What's the delay? 4, 5, 6, 7.
Well,
there we go. Yeah, we're good. Try 2. All right. I want to do an intro.
okay. Well, hello guys. We've been recording and I've just been making a fool of myself. We're recording and live. Wow, that's going red. That's all kinds of funky colors down there. Okay. I really hope this live stream works. This is more of a test. I just up audio. Where's my... Oh, audio is coming from the game. So, I'm back. It's the end of Pyro. I've got RaumSchnee here. Yeah. We've played a bunch of other games, and if you've been watching our Minecraft series, 4-Pillar Survival, this is the Server Overlord. The gracious and kind Server Overlord. Anyways, he challenged me a KSP build-off. We're going to have 15 minutes. Beardy, if you wouldn't mind pulling up online stopwatch, or a stopwatch of some sort. Set it for 15 minutes.
Look at the live stream timer.
No. It'll go off, and we know that's when you do your final launch then.
Yeah.
You can build no more. This is going to be inaccurate.
This is true.
So, Beardy is right behind the camera. He's going to be running our countdown timer for us. Yeah. Anyways, so he'll run our countdown timer for us. We have 15 minutes to build. Any number of test launches we want in between. But as soon as that 15 minutes up, whether we're finished or not, we run our launch. If you don't have your propulsion in by that 15 minutes, you're done for.
Yep.
So, let's begin.
Alright.
Who's going first? Should we flip a coin?
I'll just go first.
Yeah, let's flip a coin. Flip a coin will be more fun.
Tails.
Heads.
Dang it. You're going.
Alright. Whee! Oh, okay.
Let me know when to start the timer.
You tell me.
Okay. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, go.
Could you give us a 1-minute warning as well?
If I can remember.
Please do your best to remember. I have to remember how to, right? Okay. This might be slightly awkward. My middle mouse click is kind of awkward to play with. We need... Boy.
So I guess we should also mention that the target of this little build-off is to see what's the highest orbit someone can get. So, you know, we're in Sandbox, you got unlimited toys, unlimited tools, unlimited fuel, as long as you have a fuel tank for it. And it's just how high can you get a rocket to fly? Should we also make it that it only counts if there's a controllable part left? You know, you can't just have an empty booster up there. You actually have to have something
Dang it!
Control.
I can't just make a sacrificial launch. Darn it! I hate it when people make me do non-sacrificial launches.
You're on the timer. Ignore the cat, Pyro.
Shut up. Okay, whatever. Ignoring the cat. Or attempting to. Why did I pick that one? I don't want that one. I want that one. Wait, do I want that one? Wow. Give me the stupid fuel tank. Ugh. Let's see how retarded I can make this thing.
If it flies, I'll be impressed.
Divert the supersonic intake.
Wow, Pyro. Wow.
Shut up. Where's my mirroring? Toggle snap. I make retarded ones, but you know, I don't care. I just realized I probably want to put some parachutes on.
You plan on coming back to the surface with this? This is an altitude competition, Pyro.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I don't plan to land back here. I plan to land as far out as I can. Which still classifies, because I'm in orbit, but I'm just sitting on a planet.
So you can pull it off.
Yep. Let's see. The question is, can I do that? Thermal, electrical. Oh boy, they've added a bit of stuff since the last time I was here.
Yeah, let's see. See, I was playing. Oh, let's say last week I was putting stuff into orbit. So
let's see. Last week I was not doing this game.
No. So let's see. Let's see how much you can.
Oh, hey, there's our parachutes. Let's see. What's this one? Crew cabin. Useless. Let's use that one. Also, wait, which one? Let's play with this one. There we go. All right. I'm going as stupid with this thing as I can. That is my whole goal here. Structural.
You can tell how spotty the internet is with the live stream.
Really?
Yeah. It's got some chug.
It does.
Well, that's what you get for having the bad internet.
Well, shut up. We're hoping to fix it.
You guys are trying to fix it. I'm not. That wasn't meant as a bad thing. It was just.
I know, but
you got all defensive.
Well, you said something that was offensive.
How? It was a statement of fact. Are you scared of the facts and truths of life, Pyro?
Yes. That thing is tiny. What's the big ones? Right, I need a converter, don't I?
Possibly. You did build your rocket out of airplane parts, so...
Yes, I know, that was the plan. You realize the amount of seriousness I take this game in general?
Apparently not a lot.
Yeah, exactly. I take it about as serious as I take, you know. What's that thing? Is that an adapter? Okay.
So you go from the airplane parts to the 3.75 meter rocket parts. What's that? So now you have a real big rocket part you gotta try and get down to size.
Yeah. Where's my other reducer? Or adapter? I need the one that shrinks the other direction.
It's in structural.
Really? Why does it hide it in here?
And then flip it 180 degrees. The W key. WASD.
Oh! Hey, keep in mind, it's been at least 6 months since the last time I played this
It's a video game! Almost every game out there uses WASD.
But not for rotate, that's for movement. I have a valid point, and you can't argue too heavily against it. Ah.
Ignore the cat. Focus, Pyro. Don't make this easy because your rocket doesn't have any rocket motors. I mean, at that point, I just have to build a single sounding rocket, and it just has to get off the ground to beat you.
Ouch.
Ow. That is very much ouch.
Hey, that's if you don't get a rocket on the thing.
That will totally work. There's nothing wrong with my rocket.
No. One thing the viewers should take note of is that we have all the stress things that Kerbal has turned on. So if he turns his rocket too sharply, if he goes too fast, if he puts too much stress, things will break.
Yeah. That looks fun.
So
let's add that in there somewhere. I think I'm gonna do this right. Oh, I probably should actually mount this thing so that, you know, launch stability. That needs to be its own down here. Wait. No, that one needs to be its own up here, right? Or counts down. Counts down, so that needs to go down.
No. Stage 3, then stage 2, then stage 1.
Yeah, so it goes here.
0.
Yeah. Okay. So that does need to go there.
Yeah.
That should hold it, right?
Yeah.
I don't think it'll hold it.
It'll hold it. You could get away with 1. The game cheats with the landing clamps.
I know. But I feel like adding more. Because why not?
Okay.
Okay. I probably need to fuel tank onto the, that's a tad too tiny. How about that one? Where are those engines at? Okay, those are the boosters. Let's put you up there. And give you another one all on its own. Those ones are there. Let's put you down there. Decouplers up there. Some boosters and decouplers. And other decouplers. Sure, let's try this. This can't go wrong.
Test flight number 1. Beardy, how much time do we got left?
Roughly 4 minutes. Let me double check.
4 minutes?
4.5 minutes.
You got 4.5 minutes left, my friend.
That didn't sound good.
It'd help if you throttled up all the way. That shift.
Right. This can't end badly. There's no way that this can end badly. Besides, I don't know how it can. Other than me forgetting to put a gyro in here.
Yeah, that might help.
Or, for that matter, any aerodynamic control surfaces. You have no control surfaces on this thing.
It can't end badly. Whee! The amount of seriousness I take this game is not at all.
So let's see.
The stream hasn't crashed, but it hasn't, you know, been the smooth. Why did the parachutes go off?
Because, for those who also watch Scott Manley's channel, you forgot to check your staging. You, my friend, put your parachute staging with your rocket staging.
Let the revert flight back to the vehicle assembly.
Great,
Let's add another one and put all my parachutes in that one.
Oh.
And make it the top one. Woo! Pleasant days! Also, that one needs to sit down there, as well as that one. I'm having fun though.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
I'm
I bet
having
everybody's
fun.
laughing their heads off here.
Oh, definitely.
By the way, I am recording, so I will be taking the recorded bits and just making, you know, a compilation of me and my failures here. So keep an eye out for that.
And probably a proper upload, so that because the stream's real choppy.
Yeah.
Do a full detailed upload.
Maybe.
Maybe.
We'll see.
We'll see.
What do I need to do? Where's my aerodynamic stuff? Aerodynamics. Let's get some air nav here. Radial air intake. That sounds useful. That sounds very useful. I don't think I'm using it right. I don't care.
Oh my word.
Where's my air control though? Air brakes. I don't need air brakes. Ramp intake. Nah, I don't need that. Big ass swing. Nah. Seriously though, where's my tail connector?
You're in the right menu.
I know I'm in the right menu, but where's the ones that give me the aerodynamic stuffs? You know, the things that make me do
Look
things.
on the little side window for control surfaces.
Oh hey, look. Delta wing. That's tiny. This can't end badly.
There are multiple control surface options, you know. There are some really big ones.
Mm-hmm. Let's try this again. Wisdom. Ah! That ended badly. Also, I probably should put some cones on those. I just realized that that was probably a necessary thing to do. Sure, once again, this can't end badly for me in the slightest.
What's our timer, Beardy?
Oh, 13 seconds.
Oh,
12,
oh, crap.
11, 10,
9,
8,
that one.
7, 6, 5,
There.
4, 3,
I just realized I'm gonna lose all my
1,
control.
0.
The second I disconnect those, I'm losing all of my control.
Yep. Let's see how high you make it. Alrighty, this is no longer test flight.
Let's see how far we get.
So far, he's doing decent.
Ooh.
He's flying by stick, too. He won't use the computer.
Yeah? There's something wrong with this?
No. It's an interesting choice. But, you're really embracing the spirit of Jebediah with this.
Come on.
There goes the solid boosters.
That's okay. I just need to hold on a little bit longer.
Hey, look, your speed's dropping. You don't have enough thrust to weight ratio.
I just need to hit that other atmosphere there.
Why?
Because as soon as I do that, then I can disconnect. Launch the next set.
Even though half of them are air-breathing engines.
Uh-huh. Wow, that did not end good. Come on. Get me out. At this point, it's just a ride or die. My main engine dead.
Yep.
When those boosters disconnected, it took them.
Boom.
That's why it exploded.
Yeah.
Although that does look rather interesting from
Hey,
there.
you're gaining speed.
Yeah, that's why I just needed to. I needed to get into that area right there, and I knew
You're also
I'd be fine once I
drifting.
did that. Yeah, that's okay. If I can hit there, I'm out of the Earth's atmosphere, and it can't pull me. It'll toss me.
But you ran out of fuel.
Uh-oh. Well, poop.
Yeah. Let's see how high he gets. We're at 36,000.
Ugh.
And 37.
I forgot to disconnect my module.
Yeah.
Oopsies.
And
I needed to put a decoupler there.
37.6. We'll be gracious here. 37.6 is what I've got to beat.
I should have made a counter, a height counter. We'll have to do another one of these. You know, I'm gonna go practice after this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're gonna sit and watch this thing crash because you know who doesn't love a good explosion in Kerbal?
You have 4 air-breathing engines
Mm-hmm.
with liquid fuel available. I want to see if you can at least pull out of the dive.
I have no air control.
You have thrust vectoring. And
This is
you
true.
have a built-in gyro on the crew capsule you have. But I want to see if you can manage to pull out of this dive. You want to throttle up to get engine control.
I know.
They're trying to start. Throttling up. They don't have enough air yet.
Come on, baby. I know you can take. They're gonna kick in and just.
They're not getting enough air. There you go. Nope, your parachute's ripped.
Mm-hmm. I know.
Bye bye.
That top one, it's like.
Yep, and you.
That was my flight. What was that? 36 something?
36.5.
36.5.
No, 37.6. That's what it was.
37.6. There we go.
We'll be gracious.
The live stream just hit our crash.
Yeah. I'll give you 40,000. We'll round you up. This is how confident I am in my rocket building abilities.
Well, once we get done here.
All right, let me know when you're ready.
I was gonna say save that craft so that I can, modify it later.
Oh,
Because I can make that one go. As soon as I get out there, I can just point in a general direction and
Alrighty.
just finalize my.
You ready?
Run my
I'm
final
ready.
person and send myself.
All right, 3, 2, 1, start.
Minimize!
Still counts.
It minimize! Blasted minimizing. Alright, I need the electrical menu. Need you. Need you. Command and control. Need you. Need you. I don't need the...
I don't know what any of that stuff is.
You don't?
No.
Those are reaction wheels. Those are batteries.
Oh yeah, reaction wheels are good. Probably should have added some of those. I also probably should, learn all the keyboard shortcuts and, actually start playing this game again. I used to play it a lot, but, I'm sitting off screen.
Yeah, you kind of are sitting off screen. It's an interesting thing.
Yeah, that, no bueno.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I used to play this game a lot, now that I'm on screen. Interesting. Anyway, so yeah. We'll definitely be doing another one of these somewhere down the road. Hey, we got people watching, I just realized.
We do.
Yeah, thanks for watching. As my voice just goes squeak. I'll be back. I'm gonna get a glass of water. My voice is getting a little hoarse. I've done a lot of talking today and screaming. Why have I done so much screaming? I don't need to scream.
I don't know.
Ugh.
Is there anybody doing anything in the chat?
What's that?
Anything happening in chat? I'm a little busy.
No. It's Russian. I can't really read Russian very well, so. Sorry, mate. I can't read your Russian, but if I could, I would click over there. But he's kind of in the middle of construction and on a timer, so. Otherwise, I would totally, you know, Google Translate that thing. Oh right, I just realized I have a delay timer set on OBS.
Oh, that's what's causing the what delay we're having?
Mm-hmm. Hey, we got someone new joining us. I don't know who it is, but thanks for watching. Question is, how long do we want to run this? Do we both want to take multiple turns? Beardy, you want to come take a turn?
You know what? I might as well. I might as well.
I'll step off camera and run, you know, the
Timer.
timer. You're sitting there running. Ugh.
As I try and just own you guys in rocket building. You just got sneezed on by a cat.
Not only that, but it scared me.
Ah, stupid minimizing! Twice now it's minimized!
Sucker. That's on you, mate.
I know it's on me.
Keep in mind, Beardy and I are both out of practice.
That is true.
Physics dictates that that should not physically work.
But Kerbal science says it does.
Physics says that should not work.
No.
Also, I've seen someone make a rocket work out of just that.
Down to 10.5 minutes. I'm going to see what's going on. What monstrosity is being created.
OBS is currently active. All streams / recordings will be shut down. Are you sure you wish to exit? No. Almost clicked the X.
Anyway.
Oh.
What?
Yeah, I like your plan there, Russian dude, but, oh. Bye, Phantom.
And that is how you get past the language barrier. Awesome.
What? Yeah, no kidding. Right there. If you can read that, Rom, you're more than welcome to listen to it, but otherwise, I ain't gonna tell ya. You're on your own. Build a normal rocket.
Well, that's what I'm trying to do.
I don't care.
Time left. What's my time?
You've got 9 minutes.
Oh.
9:30.
Oh.
That's built in Windows.
I mean, it's holding up decently well. It's
It is holding up pretty well.
it's kind of jumpy.
Well, it's just the refresh rate.
Oh, and the stream just dropped.
You're recording, right? Oh, it came back.
Interesting. It dropped again. Huh. Interesting.
I'm doing a lot. That is something to be said. I'm doing a lot. I think I've had too much practice at this.
stream just appears to have just dropped. Oh, we're back live again.
Possibly.
Stream health video output low. Okay, it looks like the stream's back online. Sorry for the dropping, guys.
Our internet here tends to have issues.
Yeah. We're currently working on upgrading that, but
between now and then, unfortunately, we're just gonna have to make do with what we've got.
There will be a fully, a full video uploaded after we get done here, along with a video compilation of, me and my greatest fails in this live stream. Oh my gosh. I think we might have to kill it. Yeah. Rom's killed the thing.
We'll let it keep going. Hopefully it'll, at the very least, we'll have the recording. But if we can make it work with the live stream, I'd say go for it. See this.
5 minutes.
10 minutes!
Took you 10 minutes to build that.
Just down the left side. Oh. Wow.
This is how you build a rocket.
Yeah. Keep in mind, I'm still gonna go with my stick every time.
It's fine. For those watching, I'm not new to KSP at all. This is the type of rocket I usually use to launch whole-sized space stations into orbit. So I'm slightly cheating by using my heavy lift units to do this. And I think right here in a few seconds, Pyro is going to complain quite readily about my fuel usage when I hit my first stage. He'll be very mad.
Hit your first stage? Isn't this your first stage?
I guess the second stage. Because what this design is, it's called asparagus staging, and the outermost stage fuels the whole rocket until it's dropped. So when it runs empty, the other tanks in line are still full. So when I drop this stage, the other stages are now at full fuel level, even though I'm 10,000 meters in the air.
Wow.
Hi, Pyro.
You're kind of...
Orange guy up there is being all wonky donkey on you.
Yeah, it is.
It did not like that adjustment.
No, I'm trying to do the gravity turn, and it's not liking it.
No, it is not. That's pretty bad. Looks like the stream.
See, I'm just waiting for him to explode midair.
And 40,000 meters.
Very nice. Still going. You're turning.
Yes, I'm intentionally turning.
Okay.
I'll just max this stage first.
Very nice rocket building.
Yeah, this is like I said, the reason I built it in 10 minutes, Beardy, is because this is what I use to launch everything into orbit off of Kerbal.
174. 180.
I've got one that'll launch me to the sun. I mean, it won't put me in orbit.
Projected path. You've definitely broken out of Earth's orbit.
Let's see, if I just do retrograde.
Nice.
I should probably extend these so I don't run out of power. Because running out of power on a remote control satellite would be very, very bad. What's my timer? Out of curiosity.
15 seconds. Over 500,000 meters. And time's up. Power, if you could get that. Sorry, you'll get to it faster than me.
You have to set on an auto shut off.
Well, I don't know. I've never used that. Okay.
Let's see if I can at least get myself into a stable orbit. I might be able to. Currently I'm escaping. That's undesirable.
See, I can build one. I've built ones that are so fat they don't fit on the launch pad. In fact, the outer layers, just due to sheer gravity, it literally sits like this and it launches me into the air. And it's just like a cone like this. It's just like when it launches me, and it's just like very nice. But it just sits over the thing and it just doesn't work.
Come on. Collapse the orbit. Collapse the orbit.
There it goes.
There we go. So.
Well, we've lost all our viewers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well.
But the stream looks like it's caught up now. It's all good and healthy.
Oh, oh. And there we go.
You have successfully launched a satellite.
Yep.
Nice.
So 65 million meters for who's going next?
Have fun, Beardy! It sucks to be last!
Yep. Oh, you might want to move that chair.
Yeah, I can move the chair for you. Okay. That's right. You have a mobile chair.
That's true, I have a chair of my own.
Sorry for showing you up so badly, Pyro.
Alright.
Okay. You challenged me, I made the mistake of accepting.
Question is how? Here we go.
Space Center.
Let me know when.
Have you played KSP before, Beardy?
Twice.
He's literally probably got like an hour and a half logged total.
Give or take.
Oh wow, this will be.
So I've only got him slightly beat. You ready? Let me know when.
Ready?
Begin.
Let's see.
Don't forget what that person is saying in chat.
Oh, that was said forever ago.
Yeah, I know. I do feel like I cheated a little. Using something that's meant to lob a couple 100,000 tons into orbit to lob a 500-pound
what I want to
satellite.
see, have you ever run off of one launch, launched three separate spacecrafts?
How do I zoom in?
Scroll wheel, mouse click in, or scroll wheel click.
So click the
and then
middle
slide
mouse
forward.
button, and then you can, when you click it in, you can scroll, or you can just slide your mouse. Cause like here, so if you
Hang on.
hit the middle mouse button, so if you hover it outside, and then you click it, so if your pieces are aligned so the green dots look like they'll connect, it'll snap together. So don't put it directly on it. Do you see how when the green dots line up, how it'll auto snap?
I think the next round we should do space planes.
You think space planes? Okay.
Because you know, this one was not space planes. The
Oh, you want to do a multi-vessel launch? Which one do you want?
vessel.
I'll give you 20-25 minutes because we accidentally deleted your initial craft. So you'll get a bigger initial build time than the rest of us will get for modifications to what we've already built.
See, if we go with multi-craft launch, have you ever done a multi-craft launch?
Yes. They're a pain.
I know.
They're fun. Blasted.
How many have you done? We have to, you know, set precedents so that, you know.
I've done 8.
You've done an 8? Let's do 10.
Basically, oh, that's easy. I could probably do 20. Because you take those small little satellites I had, and you radially mount them to ejector couplings, and so you fly your big rocket up to a certain altitude, eject one, fly higher, eject, eject,
No.
eject.
You have to fly. You build them as individual craft and launch them off the pad as individual crafts.
Wait, what? What?
Basically, you've got a rocket here and here. They are both the same rocket. It's just, you know, this one has a different crew than this one. They're both the same one. And when you control one, it controls the other. And if you screw up, you'll collide them together. And it's really funny, but it's really difficult. The game does do that.
I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, it's very difficult. I mean, I don't know if they fixed it, but...
I bet they fixed it. I
really hope they didn't fix that.
Yeah, they did.
Yes, I am making it extremely long.
If you call this a needle, I will not be surprised.
Not a bad name for it. A spear might be, I don't know.
Let's see. You've got about 10 minutes left.
Okay.
A little over, but...
Hi, Phantom.
Yeah. The new channel pet. Yeah, don't eat the apples. Get rid of the bananas first, if you would. Yeah, the apples are fresher. Bananas have got, you know.
That's fair.
It's mostly just got streaking from, you know, the residual film. You could have said something and we could have dug up my knife sitting right here.
Or I could just do it myself. Be a prideful little... Choose your other descriptive words.
Oh, colorful words? Oh, wow, you're gonna... Okay, yeah, this has gone from, you know, a needle to, something else.
Do you run a clean channel there, Pyro?
Yeah! Yeah! I try to. Nowadays, I try to. Soon I find out who watches me a lot. But this has got... Wow, that's a interestingly shaped rocket.
Yep.
Does he know about mirroring mode?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
It's right there, the big fat circle.
He has a very large circle. I feel like I'm going to get comments about how I'm holding this cat.
Mm-hmm.
He enjoys it though.
And I'm probably going to get comments about being an unfair person with the way I launched that rocket.
You're just using the resources you have.
Couple 400 or 500 hours in KSP. It's even more fun if I have...
That's what I got with Space Engies, man.
I wish I could play Space Engineers that much. I only have access to a computer.
See, when you literally, I've got like 300 hours logged on it, but only like 200 of that, 250 of that is actually me playing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because 50 of it was me just hosting a server.
Oh, yeah.
Last year.
See, I never had a computer powerful enough to really play it and keep up with the physics. Because I'll build spacecraft where it's like, well, I need to modify this, right? So I just start from scratch and I link it together using merge blocks. And then I go to destroy the merge block thing.
Pew!
Yes! The Kraken would come out in vengeance. It actually got to the point where I had 20 or 30 batteries in one of my ships. And so it's like, well, shoot. I need to preserve that section of the hull because I don't want to destroy those batteries. And so I figured out how to integrate the old battery module into the new ship. And then I slowly transitioned that, and it got to the point where I needed to move the batteries and merge blocks them into place, into the new hull. And so I had a fighter attached, and then I disconnected the merge block, and it would cracken on me. I'd reload, it would cracken. I would completely restart, it would cracken.
You know how you deal with merge blocks? You have a 1 block buffer on both sides. So you got your flat edge, you got your merge block sitting out here, and it's just the only block there. If there's another block touching it and you disconnect, pew!
No, it was.
It was the only block, and
I had the flat surface, I had a block, I had the merge block, I had the other merge block, I had another block, and then I had the other surface. There was a 4-block gap. But when I would disconnect the merge block, the ships would just go whee! They'd spin in circles. The Kraken.
I know how to deal with that.
I'm trying to find the cones.
It's called, don't use merge blocks, use docking clamps.
But I had to build it to the same grid because I was in deep space. So I had to somehow mount it to the grid so that I didn't have my new ship drifting as I worked on it. Yeah, it's fun. I gave up.
Basically, add gyros, and when you build your hull, you just, a bunch of engines.
Yeah.
You basically just build a little block back here that's just covered in engines pointing in every direction that holds you in place, and then build off of that, and then just start building your thing.
Ooh, that's kind of fun to look at.
Yeah, those are fairings. You can put stuff inside, and it shields them from aerodynamic forces.
This rocket makes me laugh.
Shut up. I'm working on it.
You got 5 minutes.
Okay, you know what? Screw it. We're gonna see how this does.
I'll laugh. He'll still beat you.
I think I forgot a few things.
Oh, I know I forgot quite a few things.
Like
that.
Well, just hit launch anyway. Let's see what happens.
Space thing.
Your throttle is shift and control.
It is not doing much.
No, it's not.
Your engines are too small. They don't provide enough.
Revert.
Vehicle assembly.
They don't provide enough upward thrust.
These don't?
Yeah, built.
Those should be doing that, I think.
Also, he forgot, a main one for his main one.
Yeah, this is true. This is true. Yep, that'll do it too. Just turn my ring on. Yep, that should do it.
And then you have one missing for your very center one, but
it doesn't matter. If he doesn't want to launch it, he doesn't have to launch it. So you want to have those separate, so that the engines don't fire with your separators.
Yeah. And then you put your no. You put your engines down there.
Yep.
There you go. Now I would recommend putting some docking clamps.
What do you mean docking?
The structural.
It doesn't matter. Not for the size of rocket he has. Mine needs them. Mine is heavy enough that it'll break the engines. This one shouldn't break the engines.
As his.
I'm not sure what happened there.
Stuff disconnected.
Hey, your Kerbals at least survived.
Yeah, your Kerbals lived. His didn't.
I'm not sure how.
You, my friend, need space tape.
And a lot of it.
You know what space tape is?
No.
It's under structural, and it's these struts. Yep, that strut connector. That's your space tape. You click on one part, and then you click on the part you want to link it to. So Beardy, when you want to scroll in, hold the middle mouse button, and then use the scroll wheel.
I tried that. It's not doing that.
Really?
My mouse is a wonky donkey mouse.
See, that's how I was able to use it normally. Oh, and from the looks of it, your Your rockets aren't attached to your actual decouplers.
Cancel that. Beauty.
You're placing space tape.
I know. I would.
Yeah, escape does it. Yeah. Or delete.
It wasn't
really.
doing it.
Well, hang on. Look at your rockets. You're not even attached to your decoupler.
And no see, no touchy?
Okay, why can I not?
You have to click and then move them. Yeah.
We'll give him a couple minutes longer. You know.
You can only connect to parts that are connected to the root piece. The root piece being your command capsule.
And he's going with a new build. Okay.
You need to build a cockpit again now.
I know. I'm trying to figure out where that's at.
Very top.
Okay.
You got 2 minutes to build this thing. Correction, minute 25, but is he asleep?
No, his eyes are open. The cat's not asleep. He was sleeping all day.
Okay, let's just redo.
Ready?
So we're going space planes next.
Yeah.
What's the goal with these planes? Are we getting into orbit, or are we trying to land on another continent?
Another continent.
Another continent. Okay.
Here's the thing. No landing with landing gear. You must land via parachutes.
Okay. Okay.
And you have to glide in. Your parachutes are literally there just to help slow you down. You are to land with the full vessel, parachutes only, no landing gear.
Okay.
Without exploding your plane.
That can do that. That's a can do. Should we up the challenge too? Deploy a rover?
No.
No? Okay.
No, we're not building any rovers and deploying them. No. The next challenge will be airdrop a rover. Time's up.
I know.
Does he even have a plane?
No,
I
he
have
doesn't.
nothing.
He has
We
nothing.
will give him.
You got 3 minutes more, baby.
We'll give him 5 minutes. When it hits 10 minutes here.
Yeah. 5 minutes.
Okay.
5 minutes to try and make something fly.
Yes. I
Or we
did
could
just
do an
that.
airdrop mission.
You want to do an airdrop instead? I'm game for an airdrop. Airdrops are fun.
Now the question is, do we airdrop on land or sea?
Land.
But why not the sea?
Because the sea usually destroys stuff. Like rovers and stuff, even if they're parachuted in, they tend to die in the water.
Who said anything about airdropping it?
Well, at that point, why don't we just try and bomb the space center and see who can actually blow a building up without colliding into the building? But no, if we're going to airdrop something, it'll just be a small like communications package or something, or a small rover.
Aerodynamics, I need.
Small rover that has to be able to drive away after you drop it. And here's the great joy of what I just launched into orbit, super high up, is if you want to use remote control, as long as you're on the right hemisphere of the planet, we have remote control ability now. Because I launched the ComSat.
Where is the one I need? Oh.
What's our timer at?
13. So he's got 3 minutes.
I can't. Where's the cone I'm needing?
There isn't a gun for that one.
Yeah, there's not.
Okay, then where are my adapters?
They're in structural. Or they're in fuel.
That's a tiny adapter.
Yes, it is. I'm not gonna get the size I need. Nope, right there. Finally. Okay, let's see how this goes.
You forgot to check his launch pads again. His launch order.
Alright.
You can adjust it on the pad. You just need to drag the one engine down. That's it. Just drag that engine all the way down. Yep, there you go. How much? Let's see how high you go. You made it bigger than you did last time.
Yes.
That may not be a good thing.
I don't care.
Hey, she flies.
You forgot aerodynamics as well.
Well, if you hit T, it'll turn on the stability computer.
I'm intrigued why that one fuel tank is just awkwardly shaped.
Hey, somebody else showed up to the chat.
Wow.
Seems like they may have left.
So me, I'm just going
Yeah,
for
they
sheer launch power.
You're wiggle woggling over there.
Oh, I know.
You're gonna die.
No, he's not. He might die from overheating, but he won't die from wobble.
I'm just curious why that one engine's just gone.
Because it's just core one, it has less of a fuel stack.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about that.
Probably
He also just beat you.
Did I? Yes, I
Yes.
did. Okay, now that wobble's getting a little worse.
You really should have anchored those.
Yeah, there are couplings there. I don't know why they didn't take.
He might actually be able to... Now, does he have the same amount of control that I had?
I wasn't going for control at all.
Because I was able to do escape velocity and then bring it back down. I had that much extra
That
fuel.
is...
You've hit escape velocity. You've hit escape velocity. Next. But, so hit M and it'll bring up the map. Yeah, you've hit escape velocity.
I'm just gonna
Where
go
you heading?
that way.
Adventure! Go up top and turn on the turbo. Just turn on the speed. Just turn on the speed.
No.
Where?
Let's revert flight, because we want Jebediah to be alive.
Ah, we don't need him.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Nah, we don't need him.
Jeb, Bill, and Bob are the best.
Ah, we don't need him.
Alright, where's the speed?
Go to the map. And then hit period. And, well, period will up the speed.
Just max it out.
And he's out of comm signal, too.
Mm-hmm.
So just zoom out now with the mouse wheel. Keep zooming, keep zooming, keep zooming.
I don't know where you're going or where you've gone.
He might run into Duna at some point,
Yeah.
but
Just increase your speed. Just bring it up and let's see. Apparently he's in an orbit.
yeah.
I think he beat your orbit, mate.
No guidance or anything.
No guidance. I didn't think you beat your orbit. However, I had that same orbit, and then I came back down from it. I had enough fuel to come back.
Oh, I don't have that.
No, you don't.
Let's see.
I could have beaten your orbit significantly.
Let's see what I get.
You gotta realize I had nearly 5,000 delta V left. 5,000 meters per second left. When I decided to decelerate. But, so yeah, so let's revert flight, let's save the Kerbals. Vehicle assembly.
222 days.
Alrighty, Pyro.
Alright, watch out.
Jet planes! So we're gonna do an air
So I
drop?
didn't do half bad for a...
Nah, we're just gonna do a continent hop.
Continent hop? Okay.
Yep.
Not too bad
Two
for
continent hops.
two.
You have to land, touch down, dead stop, take off again.
Without landing gear?
No, with landing gear.
Okay.
Second landing has to be no landing gear.
Oh.
What? Where's the fun if you don't have the rest?
To be honest, trying to land a plane in Kerbal on
with no landing gear.
no, with using landing gear and getting it to land on random terrain, really hard.
I know. Isn't it great?
I can build a plane that'll fly just fine. You try and stick a landing with it, and it blows up. Sucks.
I know what you mean.
But yeah.
I did not do half bad.
No, you didn't.
Oh,
I did better than
let's
I
try
thought I
this. Ow, that hurt.
You got a big enough rocket to go straight up.
Very nice, Beardy. Very nice.
I still claim, victory there, but...
Oh, you definitely do.
Had we left it going long enough, I'm pretty sure he would have gotten a bigger orbit. He would have collided with Duna.
No, not for millions of years.
No. He would have hit one of those other planets. He crossed through three planet fields.
Nope, he went from Kerbin to Duna. That's a single orbital hop. There were some asteroids that he might have hit.
Yeah. What I'm saying is he would have hit two gravitational fields.
You have to actually have an encounter.
Realizing I should have had that center one fire off separately after the 4 exterior ones had emptied out.
Yep.
That definitely would have got me to break orbit
Oh yeah.
and just go...
Because the thing is, with the asparagus staging, did you notice how when I ran out of fuel, I ditched those entire assemblies?
Yeah.
My rocket became that much lighter.
Wow, that guy was very interesting. This guy came across the screen and this was literally
Yeah. All right.
like that.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, begin.
Where's the cat? Over there. Watch out.
Question is do I make a fully unmanned plane and risk loss of signal, or what? I think I'll have to go a manned flight just to make sure I don't lose signal as we cross continents. I don't have a full satellite network in orbit. Whee!
Shut up, it doesn't look interesting in the slightest.
You're right, it doesn't. Why not?
Because no. I need to... Can you stop with that thing? The squeak on it is pissing me off. Wow! I just now realized that it's, squeaking.
Fidget spinners.
Oh no,
Not even mine either.
Dollar store fidget spinner.
Yeah.
Where's my decouplers? What's that instructional, aren't they? Command and control. Advanced inline, advanced reaction, inline reaction.
Kerbal's fun. I like Kerbal.
I like Kerbal too. Coupling, there we go. I need.
It is always fun when I'm playing with other friends who have played it for 200, 300, 400 hours, and we're both launching, you know, complicated spacecraft.
And then there's
Most
me
of-
with my ugliest crap thing.
Well, no. See, most of my other friends, they'll launch to barely what they need. They'll use smaller rockets to launch smaller payloads and stuff, and I'm just like, I don't care if I have, you know, 4,000 Delta V left in the tank. It's up there, right? So I just use that super heavy booster. I've actually built one where it's 6. I've built a heavy booster where it's 6.
Wow.
And that's what I use to launch fuel satellites, where you're lugging a whole double fuel tank up there to refuel like planes and stuff, or to even we once tried to build a spacecraft in orbit with docking clamps. You need fuel, so you lug the fuel up there, and yeah, that.
Oh no, that won't work.
That takes engineering. To figure out how to build that so that when you fire the engines, it doesn't shake itself apart. Because you can't space tape it up there. You don't get to build struts. You only have the docking clamp. That's it.
Nice.
And, you know, occasionally landing gear are helpful.
Hi, Phantom.
Where are my points?
Here.
Where's my point cover for that thing?
Oh, really? You're a brat.
Careful, don't break things.
I can't break things.
Okay.
This is a hard
I gotta look up something.
About 10 minutes, Pyro. It's mine or no? It's not mine. But it is the same company.
Don't judge my wheels, they're interesting.
I'm actually gonna come just lie down on the couch for a little bit until
Okay.
you're done, or at least ready to fly.
Where's my wings? There they are. This plane, I've actually gotten this one to work before. It's actually rather interesting when it does.
We also saying that you know, once you leave the launch center, you know, once you get out past it for a decent time, if you crash, you don't get to restart.
Oh, there's no restart, period. Once you do your final launch, there's no restart.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm saying if you screw up your launch off the runway, like if you roll off the side of the runway, you can get a retry or two.
Nope.
No?
No.
Okay, wow. Alright.
Mm-hmm. We're going for tough balls here. Man. I don't need that size. I need... No. What about that size? Size is too small. That's the one that fits it. Man. There we go. Whee! Actually, nah. Let's build it like this. Only slightly awkwardly. That should work. There's no way this can fail. Where are the fuel cables? Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing.
That's fine. Just wish I could turn on some music, but you're running through a YouTube stream and that would throw up errors.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I know what you mean. There we go. That's the engine I was looking for. I need my fuel. Wings. Not interesting in the slightest. It only looks like a dragon a little bit. What's the cone for this one? I'm not looking at pods. I'm just seeing a cone. It's instructional, isn't it?
Down to 3.5.
3.5 minutes?
Yep.
He's cutting it real close for having time to edit.
Crap, where's my parachutes? I forgot where those were. Those are on YouTube. What am I thinking? I'm being stupid.
Okay.
Yes?
Can landing gear be used like just for like lakes to land on? Or do you have to parachute?
For which one? The second one?
Yeah. No. Okay.
That's to get me off the ground. Okay, that should clear it. Good. That should make things slightly awkward.
When he goes to launch, Beardy, you'll want to watch this.
Yes, I will.
It's going to be hilarious.
Down to a minute 40.
There shall be much crashing and burning.
Yes, there will. It's going to be glorious.
I've made this thing work before, which is the funny thing.
He is going to get up to 50 meters per second. Some of his tires are going to blow, and his craft is going to roll off the side of the runway.
I've made this thing work. So I'm
That's
determined
my
to make it work.
prediction. You're going to hit 50 meters per second, and you're going to lose control. Things are going to start blowing up at 50 meters per second,
Which one is that
and you're
one?
going to
Is that
tumble
one?
off the runway
That
sideways.
one. Okay. That one is that.
1
Those
minute.
two together. That. That one there.
I'll be nice. I'll go last this time.
I'm not going to go.
You're not going to do the space plane
I'm
one?
not ready to go to bed here, actually.
Okay. That's fine.
Okay.
That's probably why we don't have a lot of viewers for this stream. It is.
We got 3 people watching.
3 people, eh?
Yeah,
Three.
we got me plus 2 others, so. You
I
know.
wonder
It
if
is-
people
it is
are enjoying the commentary.
3:37 in the morning for us.
Yeah. And I'm wide awake. What's your problem, Beardy?
I'm still human. 3,
Uh,
2, 1.
Launch. No more building.
Hang on.
see if I can do this again.
Nope. It didn't work. Okay, wait for Beardy at least. Be nice. Alrighty.
Ran over my own foot.
Ooh, that's no good.
How did you manage? Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna question that too hard.
What is that?
This is
The
apparently
dragon.
what he thinks will be able to fly to 2 separate continents.
You do realize that one little tank piece is rotated? In the
Yes,
front?
yes, I do realize that. I tried to get it to fix, but I gave up.
Go throttle up. Remember I said about 50 meters per second things will start blowing up.
Ah, crap!
Well, you can't fix
I
it.
angled some of them wrong! Oh no! I hit the end of the runway?
No! You broke the runway!
Wow!
So,
You're the game. You are breaking the game.
Let's try that again.
So, that would be my turn, because you said that you don't get any redos.
This be true.
I'll be generous, I'll let you get a redo
I'm
anyway.
just super curious. How did I manage to get them to do that?
Because it's shifting around your center of mass. Those are control surfaces. They pivot around the center of mass. But yeah, let's see. Can you? I want to see this launch. Let's see. Can you do it this time? I was wrong about the 50. It was 120 that things blew up.
Okay. Well, definitely got good velocity then.
Thing is the wheels he has on there are self-powered, and they only go up to 35. Self-powered.
Come on. Give me my,
He's gonna roll it.
Dang it! I was aiming for the space hangar, too.
Yeah, come on. Let me add
That failed.
I'm keeping that thing.
Save it.
I will make it work.
Alrighty. So save. And then hit new. The blue thing.
I don't know what that thing is.
That's
dragon.
It's
Ridiculous. It's called the dragon. If it fails, it lights everything on fire gloriously.
Oh, it definitely lit everything on fire. Oh, wow.
I've made it work. Way back when. But I've made it work. Kick the chair. This is our last challenge. Then we'll do a different game. We should live stream that other one. Crawl.
Yeah?
That would be interesting.
We never even started the timer here. You've got like a 1 minute penalty here. You started before we started the timer. 1 minute penalty, my friend. Beauty, where we got the cat food at?
Under the sink.
You like that sound, don't you? Where are you going? What? He crawled into the sink. And then into that little hole back there.
Nice.
To go after him. Interesting design.
Doesn't look bad. It's a lot better than yours did.
Keep in mind, I don't care about looks. No, I forget air brakes. I knew I forgot something.
Oh, I'm in the right tab already. Yeah.
Yeah.
Physics deems that should not work.
I don't know.
Physics.
That doesn't look bug half. I don't know. That might work.
Yeah, he's just gotta, you know, eventually eject. He's gotta eject his.
Don't forget mirror.
You might want your mirroring turned on.
No, I was trying to get things aligned properly first.
He's gotta remember to eject his landing gear somewhere along the lines.
Why? I just won't deploy them when I land the second time. If they stay collapsed, then they're just part of the hull.
Fair enough. That works. See, I was gonna cheat and eject everything but my main module and just parachute on. Which was legal. Hey, buddy. He's got an interesting design. I actually like that.
Yeah.
But the question is, will it have the fuel to run 2 continents? 2 whole continents?
Ugh. What can I tell you?
I'm not stopping the cat if he interferes.
That's the tail.
Kitty knows better. Kitty knows better.
My water. Beardy, look at me. I'm a cute kid.
You're having too much fun with that cat.
I like him. He's my friend. Don't play with the wires. Is that double? 8 minutes.
Pyro! Don't get the cat to claw my foot!
I'm just sitting here playing with the cat. Your foot was just a casualty of the war. If I want, I could stick him on Beardy's legs.
Might as well do it on the left leg.
This is a test flight, right? I still have time for that.
Yeah, you get like 10 minutes left.
Yeah, true.
Actually, you probably only have about 5.
7:15. You got one Kerbal that's just loving it.
Not
so much.
Wow. Nice vertical.
This thing is super responsive.
Uh-huh. Isn't it great?
I like it.
He's definitely made it further than you.
However, there's one fatal flaw. The rear landing gear is in front of, or it is behind the rear lift. The only reason I got off the ground was because I went off the edge of the runway. If I was on level ground, I wouldn't have been able to take off. This.
Oh, Mary.
I know. Just be like that.
Careful.
Oh! I clipped the light! The light! The light!
Oh, wow.
Woo!
You're not
Live stream, and boom!
Yep, the light. I hit the light.
Wow.
Oh,
And it just ripped you apart.
Oh, that was beautiful. Way to go, Raum. Yes, that totally just looked like a mustache when you had it sitting up there.
You sure you have enough thrust?
Me?
Yeah.
You realizing just how OP the thrust level is on this sucker? How much time's left on the timer?
It is an alarm. You got 3:33.
So I've got a few more test flights I can easily fly, make sure this all works.
Yeah.
Almost took my chair over. Let's see, can he catch the light again?
No. There will be no catching of lights.
You sure there's no pun intended on that one? Whee! Backflip! Head nose touch.
Oh!
It's still going!
Oh! Look at your engines, they're all just like, wee!
Well, that was interesting.
That took off rather quickly.
Oh.
Let's limit how much those front legs can actually move, shall we?
Why not? Don't hit the light.
My foot!
Whee!
Why don't you just fall?
What's happening?
Oh.
Oh, your Kerbals lived! Your Kerbal lived!
I gotta get rid of those front winglets. That's causing problems. How do I get off the ground? How do I get off the ground? How do I get off the ground?
I know how.
Shush.
I think you need a little more on the wings themselves.
I don't really have room for it is the problem.
I know how.
How?
What's your smallest engine that you can?
Oh, no, I know what I need to do. Yes.
Take a little engine, put it right up underneath the nose, the decoupler, and just make it just. It's a thrust.
Yeah.
That's how they do spacecraft. You know, Star Trek and Star Wars style.
Oh, now that looks interesting.
The question is, will it work?
How much time?
How much do I have? Yeah.
42 seconds.
Well, if it doesn't, it doesn't.
Make a break.
It's make or break time.
You gotta make yourself get up now. Either that or you just gotta wait till the end of the runway.
Problem is, you lost so much velocity there. Time's up.
Oh, you're stuck, mate.
No.
You're stuck. Good luck.
Here we go.
Anyway.
In the famous words of Cell Dweller, good luck, you're
effed. Anyway, I'm going to bed. It is late.
You kidding me? It's early. What do you say?
How late we've been up, but when we got up, it is late.
Ah.
We caught up at like 12.
Hey, Ron, when's your earliest class anyway?
8:30.
Alright, I'll watch this bit from over here. Let's see if he managed to take off or not. Actually, decent flight. You see, he did well with that first time.
Hey. No. Got a continent jump.
Something screwy with the aerodynamics.
Whee!
And you have stalled.
Okay, if you can make it to the mountain over there successfully, you've won. I mean, as is, you've won, but if you can make it over there to off to your right.
Why? What's up with the...
I think it's because of those winglets you put on the front.
It was the guidance computer. It was fighting me.
Yeah, you have definitely. Yeah, I don't think you're gonna be able to. It's putting up a fight. And there's the backflip. It's all over now.
I refuse!
How are you not dead?
Because I know how to fly at KSP.
Somebody knows what they're doing. Oh, stream complete. What? Ah, why are you dropping?
Up, 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 up.
Oh! Oh, you still got an engine!
Whee! It's a jet ski now.
Okay, if you can boat over to that island over there that I pointed out, I will be impressed.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
My king. Oh. Thank you much.
I'll give you a restart. Remove those front wing lids and a restart.
Yeah, yeah.
Mostly just due to the fact that you've won, and at this point,
You want to see how?
I want to see you get a dual continent hop.
Cat, why are you being a dog?
He's eating your shoes.
Probably going for the string, the shoestrings.
We'll end this stream and, you know, the video in general when, well, as soon as he accomplishes the task that we have given him.
That should do it. I think I had it too steep was the problem. But what we're experiencing here is my center of lift and my center of mass are not playing nicely. Oh, I know how to fix that actually. I know exactly what I need to do. I'm an idiot for not thinking of it sooner.
Really?
Help if mirroring was on. Blasted thing. The majority of your center of lift should be behind your center of mass.
Well, this is starting to look really interesting.
What did you name this thing?
Snow dart.
Oh. I happen to go in bed.
He wants to watch me fly.
I want to.
I love that bow, that flex in the middle of your craft. I will laugh if you manage to take off, but then those wings just clip and whee!
They might. It's one thing I'm actually kind of worried about.
I will laugh if you clip one on the light again. Rather than your main body, you just clip a wing on the light. And swimming we go!
Oh, you didn't quite go full submarine.
No, that it's buoyant. I don't have enough wings now is the problem.
You don't have enough wing space.
Mirroring.
Yeah, you didn't have mirroring on. Once again, mirroring's still on. There you go.
I hate how it auto turns off.
not move.
I know where he is.
Okay. He was going for something, and he managed to tangle himself off.
I can kind of see how you're designing this. Just know I would have done it far differently.
Well, yeah, and I mean this is on the fly, as it's just like, well, shoot, how do I get this thing to actually take
More
off?
just improv.
Yeah, this is improv. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That flex, though. That might actually prove to be problems later on. Well, how that thing just slides across the runway! Nice! I don't think you're taking off at this point.
He might. Climb! Yeah, that is.
You're getting closer!
I am getting closer.
What?
Here's his laying down on that blanket.
He's such an energetic cat.
I'm gonna have to experiment with that kind of design though, because I can see how I would design it. It would be similar to that, but I know where I would change things too. Tell you what. Here, let me try.
Here, let me just one more time, and then I'll let you have it.
All right.
I think this should fly.
So we're gonna put 3 mines onto one project now.
Yeah.
Our goal is to
get things off the ground,
get things off the ground and then dual continent hop.
which this thing is capable of if we can land the thing. But
Yeah,
that's one thing I suck at is landing.
See, I'm really good at landing.
You see how the center of mass is here? The wings at the front are pulling up as those are pointing down.
Oh, look at that!
And we got liftoff. See, basically, if you put it high enough over another continent and then tell me to land, I will. I'll land it for you. Dude, he's enjoying your coat. Crap are you looking at, cat? Are you trying to catch a fly?
Might be.
I bet we could hook up the joysticks on the Xbox controllers to fly this thing.
Probably.
Well, now that would be OP. I'd easy land that thing.
Or even that real flight controller.
Ooh, real flight would actually probably work nice.
Yeah. Because it's built for flying aircraft.
Yeah.
Quite literally.
This thing is very unstable.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of fluctuations, especially as we climb in speed. But there you go. One continental crossing jet.
Now we got to land and then take off again.
So I'd still like to build a variant to that.
That's fine. Let's see if I can land at the runway here at the other space center.
See, basically, you just need to bring yourself in. You need quite a fuel. You're coming in too hot. Okay, if you destroy his coat.
See, at this point, this is a proof of concept, right? Because if we can land here and then take off again, then we could have landed on a normal continent.
Yeah. But after that, we have to make sure that this thing can, you know, land without its landing gear.
Oh,
That might also be throwing you off right now. Because they're out. Oh boy. I think you're gonna have to go for, you know, just a regular landing somewhere. I don't think you're gonna be able to take that runway. Bit much on effort there. My cat's enjoying his new life here a little too much.
He's happy. I know he's near me.
Oh boy. Let me guess that thing's handling like a bus.
Flying pig would be accurate.
Go. X will instantly kill your engines.
I don't want to fully kill them.
Bit too far off your mark.
I did, I know.
As far as concept goes, it's not bad. As far as
Doesn't make
actually-
a halfback glider though. And boom.
Dang it.
You tried so hard.
I know, I should have veered that way. I tried to bank it up.
Yep.
Yep. So, do you want to make mods or try and fly it?
I'm gonna make mods.
Okay.
I might actually almost start from scratch.
Yep. But the trick is you want your center of mass in front of your center of lift.
Oh, I know.
Which is actually really hard to do. No, I will also admit, I had an excessive amount of thrust on this thing. Because, I mean, look, how often was I going above a third thrust? Like, almost never, unless I was doing emergency maneuvers. So...
This live stream's gotten 2 hours now.
It's only been you watching for a while.
Oh yeah, for the entirety of the thing. It's only been me. I've had a couple people join in, I've had a couple...
Kerbal, what you doing? What ya doing? Just get up the... Seriously? Yes, I know that.
Not that. Where's that piece that you were looking at?
See, I think this might be the better thing. That's a control surface, by the way.
I know.
Okay.
mirroring.
Which is...
I don't know. Ask him what the shortcut is.
X.
it's on the side. You know, that side bone, you know. Ugh.
Oh, XKCD hasn't updated.
Oh, not yet.
That's that. Wow. I will tell you right now that that is horribly unstable to put the wheels like that. It will just rock right over.
Oh, I know.
I'm speaking from experience there.
Ah, that's the wrong kind of wing.
I mean, we could build it. We could build a plane like that. I mean, that's not hard.
Where's that slanted piece that you were using before?
Which? Oh, the weird. This the slant this way.
Yeah.
Scroll down.
Oh, it's right there.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Beauty's running away with my design.
Wow. He basically rebuilt from scratch.
He did. He really did just rebuild from scratch.
Yeah. It's almost for effective.
Well, I kept your fuselage about the same. That's where I want it.
I wish you gave timestamps on people's comments.
Now, where's that fuel tank you were using?
Oh, I
on
can
the
tell
sides?
exactly when.
Where's that fuel tank that you were using on the side?
It wasn't a fuel tank, it was an engine pre-cooler. It's in aerodynamics. That thingy. Engine pre-cooler. Don't know if it actually does any. I think it does. I think it does actually help with engine temperatures. On jet aircraft.
And you were using, which one were you using?
That top one that you had selected. There we go. Whiplash. Oh my word. I actually managed to build a low altitude booster out of those turbofan engines.
You know, if you wanted, you probably could have got orbit with that plane.
Yeah, I like that.
Not that design. I've done it. I've done it with that many turbofans. I've definitely done that. I'm actually not that good at SSTOs.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's like flying a plane.
No, designing them.
Oh.
Building an SSTO with the right fuel balances and all of that. I suck at it. Remember, you do need air intakes.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
Working on it. That's going to be here in aerodynamics?
It
or?
is. You've got multiple types available. You're just going to pick the ones you can get. I've actually managed to build an almost perfect replica of the SR-71 in both looks and flight characteristics.
Nice.
It flew 2 Machs faster in Kerbal. At the
Well,
same.
that's just Kerbal.
Yeah, but it flew like the same did.
I'm going to be extremely garish on this one.
Eventually, so I can make some good sauce for us.
That sometimes can work. That sometimes also doesn't, but it can.
What?
Why is it doing that?
Because you pulled the green one.
Except I never did touch the green one.
I love the commenter though who posted Kerbal Academia, and they're just like, and that's one thing I was laughing at is they said line up the center of mass with the center of lift. Not true, because as fuel depletes, your center of mass will move backwards. So you need to put your center of mass forward of your center of lift so that as your fuel depletes, it doesn't turn unstable.
That's about where I want you.
Remember green dot.
You want to pick it up?
He grabbed his prize and took it. Stop playing with your food. I feel like I'm babysitting a child over here. Eat it. Don't play with it.
Just as 3 people have ended up watching this. That's fun.
What's that?
Just been at least 3 people who have commented total.
Oh, there's been like 9 people watching this total. That have watched it total.
Really?
Yeah.
Where's that number? Or you just have seen it?
We've had 3 multiple times. It's rotated through.
Just making sure that remains attached. Okay.
Wow, that was awesome.
That's really one of the Vienna sausages over in it.
Oh! No. He doesn't like water. Hey.
Where's that other one?
You also have to laugh, though. There are people who join live streams and stuff just to tell you what to do when you're flying and building. It's just like, if I want help, I'll ask. So who knows, maybe I'm making a video about how not to build planes in Kerbal Space Program.
Yeah.
Like, when you join, you need to pay attention to what's going on.
Yeah. Well,
Phantom, you like those sausages? Yeah.
they may have joined when it was just you and I, all 3 of us just staring at the screen and...
Going, what to do?
Well, no, like when I was trying to fiddle with it.
You're probably right.
I just realized there's a problem with that.
Ground clearance.
No, the front landing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
What?
The way he was angling things down, his front landing gear would end up making the plane tilt like this into the ground.
There's actually a way to fix that.
Hmm?
There's a way you can fix it.
How?
Simple.
I'll do a VTOL.
Yeah.
Oh, there's that.
VTOLs are really hard.
Flying them in this is really hard. Are you kidding me?
Building them without mods is almost impossible. You have to use control groups to do it.
My cat is awesome.
So we're basically back to what I'd already built.
Pretty much. Except
We'll get rid of some of the jury rigging in the rear.
some of it. Yeah, let's do that.
I'm wondering if it's worth it to just try and stay awake for my next class.
And then take a nap in between.
Yeah.
Might be a little bit easier.
Alright, now I need the
could give
ones.
you caffeine if we want.
No.
Now I need the wings that'll actually provide control.
No, those wings provide lift.
No, I'm talking about control.
Yeah, well, Pyro was saying lift. I'm good for now.
Actually, like, I want to. No, I want to go back to look at my balls.
I need the wings that are going to provide me with the elevation control.
I don't think there are any. Oh, I bet the other Mr. Kerbal aficionado that tried to join the chat, he might have joined when we were having my flippy issues where I was fighting it to stay alive.
Hello, viewer. We got someone else watching right now.
Yay!
I want to
We're
see
just
this.
screwing around in Kerbal. Let's see if you can actually, fly with this.
I'm curious. I don't know.
He forgot to check his center of mass and center of lift.
Well, looking at it from now, I think he might be close enough. His center of mass is really far back, never mind. But we'll find out.
No.
Your other two engines are on the wrong stage.
Let's restart and actually fix, your staging.
Yeah, I always forget the staging.
And just put your other parachutes in with the same staging.
Now, where do I look at my centers?
These buttons down there, center of mass, and then center of lift is the next one. That's your center of thrust. There you go. Lift is behind mass, that's good. That should work.
Problem is
You
that
have no elevation control.
which I thought those ones would provide me with, but I guess not.
Those are just wings.
I need ones that can provide me lift back there.
Don't they have just ailerons you can toss on?
Basically, they'll provide lift when they're not tilted. Because the thing that makes them control surfaces is the fact that most of them fully. Well, maybe those do have a control surface.
Built-in control surface.
Yeah, those do. Is when the control surface is flat, they act like normal wings, and when they're not, they flip. All right, that should fly. That should be just fine, actually.
Let's try it.
He just saved over your old snow dart.
I know. The core of my idea is still there.
Fair enough, fair enough.
You want to hit T as well. And WASD is what you want. W is pitch up, D is pitch down.
Figure that bit.
And then Q and E is your roll.
Well, you might want to turn or you're going to catch a light.
My guy caught the light earlier.
Yep.
You want to back down on the speed because you're going supersonic. And you lose control surface when you go supersonic.
Let's see.
You need more control surfaces for lift.
Yeah, I do.
For
And I think I know how to do it too. I think I know where to put them. If I can take those same wings.
I wouldn't even use the wings. I'd just use full out control surfaces. Because the control surfaces on those wings is actually relatively small.
Yeah.
So that's what I want to combine though. Get two of these.
No. You want that flat.
No, they can be tilted. It actually, in some instances, can add aerodynamic stability. Only in Kerbal can you get away with that.
Oh, I know.
Try that in any other
I'd be using those though, the winglets, yeah. Because control surface is 95%.
You basically just line that entire side.
No, that's what led to my wee going on.
Whereas I want it all back here.
Yeah, which if you just put one set, you should be fine.
Yeah, it'll be right there.
Yep. Just dead lined up. Yep, that should help a lot. That should help tons.
Go ahead.
Punch.
Let's see what we got.
Hey, person left. But it's just people going through KSP streams, saying, "Oh, what are they doing?" Try pitching up.
We got lift.
How do I bring in the landing gear?
G.
For gear.
Oh, you don't have air brakes on, do you?
Nope, skipped on that.
You might be a little dumb for it then.
I put drogue chutes on there.
Look at how fast I'm going though.
Oh, he also took off the side parachute, so the thing only has nose parachutes right now. Yeah, you're going supersonic, yeah.
By the way, your landing is over off to your right.
Oh, I know.
And it doesn't even care.
He's flying without the computer, too.
I know.
That's T, right?
Yeah. And he'll try and hold it steady at a certain point.
You know, I'm just going up.
You could disable it if you think it's glitching. Because it sometimes does. that thing's really responsive now.
Yeah, like even more responsive than yours.
Mine was kind of slapdash together.
Yeah.
Whereas I put a little more thought into the wing design. Whoa, what are you doing?
Just pull back on the stick when you've got it tilted like that.
I am pulling
D.
back. I am. That's what got me flipped like that.
You sure you're hitting D?
Yeah, I'm sure I'm hitting D. I mean, I know how to use a keyboard.
Because it should be pulling.
You don't need to power that high. Yeah, that should be whipping you upwards.
It's really responsive this way. He's got a lot of rudders. And
He's got more
I could
rudder than he
I could
does.
do without that middle rudder, really.
probably.
Okay, if you complete a water landing with that, you know, with your entire plane intact, I will be rather impressed.
Cut your throttle. Completely.
Yeah, you can just basically glide it off at this point.
That thing pretty much is gliding.
It is. Pitch the nose forward a little.
No air brakes. All I have are those cone parachutes.
Oh, you have cones on there?
Or whatever parachutes were on there before.
Yeah.
Whoa, what are you doing?
Keep her steady. Keep her speed up for as long as you can. No, without throttle. Just by tilting your nose.
I am tilting.
You want to flatten out as well.
Okay, trigger the parachutes once. No, trigger the others.
A lot of it broke apart, but
You were missing 2/3 of the parachutes I designed for it.
yeah. But the crew landed no problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said land with an intact ship.
Hey, this thing was probably one of the more stable ones that any of us
Okay,
have
my
built.
turn.
He wants a hack at it.
That one was not bad.
No.
That's not a half bad
No,
design.
that's not. But I'm basically going to be going back to Schnee's design.
With what?
The wide wing.
This is actually better. You just need to get more vertical control. That's all, and that's it.
More
Let's see.
vertical, more aileron. And I'd probably take out that middle rudder.
No, the middle rudder's fine.
Hey, you're down. Your battery's low.
Oh, is it?
Let's see.
I'll go plug her in. It's not hard to do. I hit my power cord here because that's for a reason.
Yeah.
Where were those big fat wings you were using earlier?
Mine?
What I found?
Yes.
Just look for them in the list. I think
Those
they're
ones?
right here.
Those?
Yeah.
No. That's what I'm on.
Oh, those! I consider those smallish. You just want to cut the stream at this point, or no?
Nah.
Yeah, I just need more lift and aileron control.
Yeah.
Those, and do without that middle rudder. Try to knock those out. I have to get myself a copy of this game.
Kerbal's great fun. And if you do, there's multiplayer mods for it.
Nice.
Where you can have, once you leave the immediate airspace of the KSC, this is Kerbal Space Center, you can be flying in formation with them.
That must be hard. That sounds like something that's really hard to do.
However, you can also, because of that, dogfight.
That.
Oh, that sounds more entertaining.
It does.
Because you don't have guided rockets, but you can have dummy rockets. Well, I guess you can have rockets, not missiles. You can launch rockets at each other.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Because I've done that. I've created fighter jets that have missile launchers that, once I'm flying level, I trigger them. They start launching themselves, and the way I built their aerodynamics, so you have to engineer it. But they'll fly at a certain height, and they'll just gradually drop. Because if you just eject them with straight fins, they'll...
Yeah.
But if you do it right, they'll naturally... And I've hit the big rocket building, the main building with a plane. I've launched the missiles, pulled my plane out, and I've broken the building with the missiles. Bombs are easier, but
That's true.
he's got a massive amount of lift.
Yeah.
His lift is going to be way too far forward.
It'll fly.
It won't fly.
It'll fly.
I don't believe you.
It'll fly.
The wings will snap.
It'll fly.
The wings will snap.
It'll fly.
We'll find out. Find out.
I mean, take it. There we go. I will make this thing fly with my design. Pat there. Pat. Next to you.
Okay, that looks interesting.
Think it'll fly?
That has a lot of wing.
Yeah.
I think his wings will snap, and his wings will sit there and flutter and wave like confetti.
Kind of with you on that one. And he's definitely gonna have a fair bit of thruster power out at the tips. As he just starts saying crink.
Of course. You think I'm gonna be stupid about it? No, that was my plan from the beginning.
Remember, part stress is turned on. Even with space tape, things will break. And I have had aircraft where I built them, and I take too sharp of a turn, and I have snapped the wings off. Or rather, I snap one wing off, which makes it unflyable. If you snap both wings off, you can sometimes make do with just the thrust of the engine. But if you have one wing still attached, the aerodynamics are screwy.
Alright, for real this time, I am going to bed.
Okay,
All right. Where was that thruster you were using? What was it called?
It's the turbofan.
Turbofan.
That one. I think, right? Wait. I was looking at the stream, which was a few seconds too late. Is this one?
Yeah. It does not want to place it out here.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't do... It won't mount sideways. You'll have to use the fuel tank first, or the pre-cooler, or something.
Pre-cooler?
That's in aerodynamics. For the pre-cooler. Yeah.
Pre-cooler. Why is it not met? Oh, there it goes. There we go. Wait, I don't want. That's what I want. Or was that long? That was an air intake, wasn't it? That long.
It was.
What was that?
It's under aerodynamics.
Wherever it went.
It's at the top.
That one. That's probably unnecessary, isn't it?
How high are you going to be flying it? What happened to the other blanket that you guys had out here?
Which one?
The one that I was using the first night I crashed here?
Which one was that? That was the lion one, wasn't it?
It was like a blue, dark blue one.
Oh, that one?
Because there's the light blue one of yours, but there was a dark one.
That was probably the lion one then. It's in there on the bed.
That one's the bed?
Yeah.
I won't open that then. And that blanket came from the crazy ladies?
Yeah. I don't, I would
I'm
not.
going to use it.
Alright, let's just test this. I just realized I need more uplift.
Probably. Let's see what happens though. You throttled down, not throttled up. And wow, you have a lot of Discord service.
15. Now we can go. Staging. Staging is a problem.
You can fix staging on the pad. Staging can be changed mid-flight.
Me. Let's see. How will I do here?
You're not. It will flop horribly. It will break. It will not fly. And this is no longer a dart either.
You're right, it's a bomber. It's meant to get height and then glide. What's that about it not flying?
Okay. Now try and turn.
Alright. I forgot my side didn't play. Bert! Hey, it at least got off the ground.
It got off the ground. It was not... Well, okay, it was flying, but it wasn't flying.
Flying, yeah. Which one should I use? So many choices. Where's that big wing he was using? Literally, all I need is that one big.
That'll work.
That's all I need. That should make things only slightly interesting. I need to put my center mass more forward.
Or move your center of lift further back. But since almost the entirety of your plane is made of wing, that's why they're right on top of each other.
This for some reason seems to want to, you know. That seems to move it back a bit.
It does. But it also moves it to the side.
Yeah, I mean, that'll give me my side turn. And then I just need, you know, tiny little winglet. There we go.
That doesn't actually move the what the program thinks the center of lift and mass is.
Really?
Yeah, it just moves it visually.
Aw, darn it. That fixed it a little bit more. Let's try that.
What I want to see you manage to do is bank it and turn it. I want to see how well that does.
How well it does? Will do. See, it holds. Because that's not my only structural taping. I got it going that way, I got it going that way. It's everywhere, man.
So you cheated, just use space tape.
The space tape for the win! You never did put a limit.
No. Can you get off the ground without leaving the runway, though?
No. Apparently, yes! Speaks too soon.
Alright, let's see you bank it.
Apparently, it doesn't want to bank.
You're rolling it, right? You're gonna roll it and then turn. It should roll. And then roll it further. Do a 45-degree roll and then pull back on the stick.
It's a little bit of a fight. Get rid of those.
Can I have another crack at it then?
What, with this plane?
No, I'm doing it again.
Ah. Now that you've seen a plane design that, you know, seems to work. You know, this plane's actually not that hard to fly. Wanna try?
Oh, I know it's not hard to fly, but it's also not very nimble. You're not going to be able to pull the landing off on that runway with this thing.
No, it's too wide. I'm not aiming for the runway.
Are you going to try and parachute in?
No. I'm gonna try and glide it. I need to.
You want to cut your throttle now, then?
And no. Whee!
Now, how much control was due to the thrust vectoring? That's a good question.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go for a water landing.
Let's see if you can pull it off. Let's pretend you ran out of gas. Can you actually ditch in the sea?
Sure thing. I can definitely land that.
How fast are you going to be going when you hit the water, though?
Not very. I'm gonna kill it as much as I can. See, I can glide this.
Mm-hmm.
Gain a little bit of height, but sacrifice speed. That's what I want to do. And I'm gonna do this without, you know. Basically, I want to
Just when they
tail end it down.
kiss the water.
See, 91 meters a second. Ooh. Ooh. I want to get that down to, you know, 30 before I even attempt to touch that water.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, crap.
I see shadow.
I've seen it for a while.
Yeah, the shadow. When you gonna ditch it? You gonna be able to?
Yes, I will. I will glide this till I do. See? 30. 32.
Boom.
Not a thing broke.
Nice.
Not
Nice.
a thing broke.
Nice.
Woo! Hey guys, what's up? So, our goal here is to make a plane that will, you know, intercontinental. What we want to do is we want to make it fly from the Kerbal Space Center to another continent, land, take off, and drop onto another continent. So we want a continent hopper. Space point hanger. Save that one under a different name.
Yeah, and go save it under a different one.
That actually is a pretty good plane, though.
Okay. Oh, no, let's. Didn't save my previous versions. That sucks. Okay.
Anyway, so we're taking turns here trying to build a plane that'll intercontinental hop. I'm off camera. It'll intercontinental hop twice. I forgot mirroring again. There you go. So that's what we want to do, and we're hoping to be able to make it work. Air intake.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Nice design. Interesting design. Yeah. That last plane, I just had to prove them wrong. Mostly RaumSchnee here. Prove him wrong and show him that that would work. He didn't believe that it would work. Or that he thought those wings would break apart and fall off, and nah. No, I had to prove him wrong. Let him know it did work. Now, I'm not saying that he doesn't know what he's talking about, though. He's got far more experience with this game than I do. a very interesting design. I'm kind of impressed you managed to make it match up so perfectly.
I'm getting there. Patience, Pyro.
Kerbal lets you do this.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Hello, guys. You know,
New people.
If you got a idea you want us to try for our space plane, our intercontinental hopper, let us know. My last design was actually based off of something I saw from. It was based off a spacecraft from this movie, Avatar. You know, the big bomber they got. It was actually kind of based off of that one. Literally, my premise for that last one was that. So, if you didn't see my last plane, go back, what would you say, 5 minutes? 10 minutes?
Yeah, probably 10. 5 of those minutes were you trying to land the thing.
Yeah. But that was the cool part. You know, I was determined to land without braking. And I still hit pretty hard, but at that point, I was pulling up as hard as I could. There was no avoiding it. I probably could have parachuted it, but I didn't want to parachute it because you know, I was afraid of it whipping it down into it. You're just making yours aesthetically pleasing now.
That's the plan.
Why do you have engines up there?
I don't know why I put engines up there.
So are you guys enjoying this live stream? What's your deal with it? I hope you guys are liking it.
Let's see how this thing behaves, shall we?
Hopefully, eventually I can get a joystick in here.
Yeah.
For this. That'd be really nice for flight control. True, proper joystick. Probably don't even need that high.
Yeah, not with 6 engines now.
No. See, 4 was, I was hitting supersonic at, you know, a third.
My craft's a lot heavier than yours.
Yeah. Mine wasn't much lighter design. But I did design it as a glider, so that was interesting. Oh, you barely missed that light, my friend. Yeah, banking on mine was just pain. It did not agree with banking in the slightest.
Look at that arc.
Yeah, that's nice, beautiful arc. You know, that plane looks like something out of a spy movie.
What makes you say that?
I don't know, it just looks like something out of an action movie or something like that, you know.
Yeah.
Fighter jet, kind of.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Interesting, though. I wonder what would happen if you... It would give it an interesting design. The question is, how much would that affect its performance? I'm thinking of putting... What if you took the big, long, swept wings and put them in the very front, in front of those intakes, way out there, so that you had a gap all down that side there?
It would make a big mess.
I'm wondering how...
That's pushing the aerodynamics forward.
Yeah.
You don't want to do that.
I know, I'm just wondering how badly would it make a mess? That's the question. How big of a mess would it make? If it makes a really, really big mess that ends up with lots of explosions, that's okay. Are you actually going to try and land this thing over here?
I'm lined up this time.
See, I had the right idea with the big wingspan. Your wingspan is much farther out than any of your other designs.
Yeah. I suck at flying these things.
Just pull up, pull out.
I'm pulling, I'm pulling, I'm pulling, I'm pulling.
Try a ground landing. Or not a ground landing, water landing. You're dead, mate.
The air brakes work really well.
Yeah, no kidding, that nuked your speed.
I just nuked a little too soon.
Too soon, try a little too late.
I guess that's true.
You could have done that for, you know, landing on that runway, but... that was a glorious crash, though. I'll give you that. Oh, you're going for it. You're going for it. Ooh, what are you gonna get? What are you gonna get?
Oh, the hell! Oh.
You missed it. You only got one thing, man. Now it's just taunting you, just sliding there. And
No.
I think you had a little too many air brakes.
No. I held the button down. You really just want to kind of pulse it a little. We want couplings.
What's coupling for?
You wanted spy movie, right?
Oh boy. Oh boy. Are you making missiles?
No, not missiles.
Oh.
No, I'm not good enough with that for that.
You're just gonna make a little underwing booster.
No.
What's your plan? It's a little bit too large.
I realize this.
I know what you're making now. The question is, will this thing fly after doing that?
Yeah. She'll fly. That's the root part. Do we have plans? We've got clearance. Let's see. Shall I get some explosive action going on here? Oh, I'll have to fix the staging on the pad. Dang it. Okay.
What's your air brake key?
The normal brake key.
You just broke off 2 of them.
Yeah. Design flaw.
Jebediah's loving this.
Oh, the bombs things are actually leading to... I forgot to disable them.
Your wing looks like it's about to fall apart there.
Yeah, slightly.
You should structurally space tape those together.
Maybe. Now let's see if we can bomb the space center.
Space center bombing.
Hmm?
Coming in awfully close to the ocean. Ooh. 70 meters. Ooh. You barely made it. You came close. Got a 30-second delay back here, but yeah.
It's alright.
Looks like the stream's going good though. So we've had issues earlier, but there will be a compilation of all the fails put up when we get done. I really want to hook those bombs up on mine. Mine would be really funny. So you could put like 20 of those suckers on there. I mean, I'd probably have to increase the thrust. Oh, barely missed it.
Dang it. Oh,
Oh boy.
minimizing. Oh, fine. When the bombs don't work, you've only got one option left.
Seppuku?
Si, senor.
Oh. If he runs into the ground. Ooh, that's a hill.
That is a hill.
You kissed it.
Do you want to try bombing it?
Yeah, sure. That looks fun. Oh, do we need to disable these again?
Yes. Yes, we do. Those bombs actually work really well.
I love how this turned into, went from intercontinental jumping to bomb the space station.
Space Center, but yes. Uh-huh. There you go. Just right click off screen and it'll clear that.
Were you able to take off without, you know, end of runway?
I don't know. I didn't full throttle it, and that might have been why. This thing tends to fly at about 200 meters a second.
Oh!
And she's also very touchy on the wheel drive.
We probably should have gone and space taped it all together. Because, yeah, she's floppy.
A little, but not much.
Whee!
You're very touchy on the controls. You like to touch and release them.
Yeah.
I tend to hold them unless I'm losing control. Oh, you also forgot to fix the staging error while you were on the ground.
That almost would have ended badly for me.
Yes, it
Good catch.
It would have ended very poorly.
Look at that art, though.
I know. I build decent planes. This thing can also, you know, later, if you don't want to kamikaze, we can do a test to see how high and how fast she'll fly. Gonna go full throttle.
I'm coming in for a really wide arc here.
I could probably get more control surfaces on there to give you a sharper turn, but...
Sharper turn will rip those wings apart unless we tape them together.
Not really, actually. They can bend a lot further.
Let's regain some control here.
You're almost lined up again.
For what?
Lined up for the attack run.
Are you kidding me? I'm gonna be dead on with my...
As your plane starts to fishtail in the air.
We probably need to... more control surface to let her steady out.
You're gonna hit the ground.
That sounded like it actually did some damage.
Well, start pulling up and then turn your camera. Let's see. Nope.
Darn it. I was just really close to it.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to see how fast she'll fly? You want to pitch her up higher first, though. So you want to climb up to probably 30 or 40,000 meters. And turn on the computer assist, too, because then you can be hands-off. Ability. You can maneuver with the computer on, you know. And the computer will...
Yeah, it'll fight me sometimes. And I hate it when it does that. Let's see. We lost him.
Yeah.
Hold me there. Bye, Kerbal!
I know how to build a jet.
Yeah, I'm going for, you know, at this point, I want to try and escape.
You'll need to go this way first then. You'll need to get up high, bring her more level, and get going really fast, and then pull up. Kind of like how the X3 did it. That's what you'll want to do. Be careful, because you'll start running out of air pretty quick.
Alright, this one wasn't meant for a space shuttle.
Well, there's a hard limit. If you hit a certain line in the atmosphere, it assumes you have 0 air, even if you have enough intakes. I think you're about to hit that line.
It's okay. Why am I... Right. Ass heavy. I'm also going up still.
Yes, because you're coasting.
I wish to go back down. Can I go back down now, please?
You've lost all... Yeah. She doesn't have much gimbal with the gyro built in.
Whee! I'm gonna totally lose control with this thing.
Are you like trying to?
What?
You're trying to screw it up.
No! Honestly, right now, I'm actually trying to, you know, get to the point where I can, when I start coming back down, I can aim for that.
That's not how it works. You are aerodynamically forward. When you hit actual air again, your plane will want to fly forward. Because, you know, I'm smart when I build my planes.
Stop this! Just stop the spinning.
Let's get to pointed prograde. At least maybe she can arrest it that way.
We're gonna hit that point of,
Turn your engine on. Turn your engine on so we know when we have engine power. Because it'll kick in when we have air.
Stop fighting me. Oh boy. Oh boy. Ooh! Come on! Come on!
I don't want to kill the engines because you're going plenty fast enough.
Come on! Don't crash me, baby.
Engines, engines, engines. We need the thrust now. And...
I know what I'm doing when it comes to flying.
Yeah, I know. Let's see how high and fast we can go, though. Because you went up like this, and then stalled, where we want to do this. Because we want to get going 1600 meters per second while still in the atmosphere. And you can do it. Where are you trying to go?
Back to Kerbal.
Why?
I want to smush them.
Oh, we can smush them later. I want to see how fast, if we can actually get this thing into suborbital flight.
Come on. Pull up. Pull up, you damn trying.
You're actually going fast enough that the drogue chutes can't. No, the drogue chutes can. Never mind. Hey, just get her to fly level. Just level her out. And then turn the computer on and just max the throttle.
Kerbin's a
I have no clue where it is.
I think it's about that direction-ish. Let's gain some altitude here and maybe we'll be able to figure it out. I think it's that way though.
Actually, how stable is it if you take your hands off the controls? You're gonna have to pull back on the stick a little.
That should keep me going up and curve us. The ocean's that way, so it's over that way. What were you doing?
Nothing.
Sure?
I'm certain.
Yeah, there it is. I see it. I'm going for it. Those wings. Did you see that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Whoa! It does not agree with that. Let's back that throttle off. Bring the computer. Whoa!
I told you those wings have a lot more flex in them. Look at the G-forces on the Kerbals.
I know. What's that?
What is that?
I don't know. Looks like a bit of a plane. Is it just me or does that look like a runway?
It's a piece of rock.
Took me long enough to get around for the second bombing pass. Oh, probably should pull up.
You've used almost half the fuel in the tank.
We just went for a small flight, you know.
Well, that and we did lots of loopy-loopy circles. We've also been flying for nearly 10 minutes.
I'm gonna ram it at full speed.
Think you'll actually hit or do you think you'll miss? No, you'll hit. Well, you're gonna miss!
No, I'm not!
So zoom out, zoom out, zoom out, zoom out.
That wasn't my target. That was.
Really? Oh.
Yeah, I wanted the complex. This is the administration complex. You know.
That is.
What that is?
That's the research center.
No, I thought.
Oh, sorry. No, that is.
Yeah, that is. Oh, that is research. Oh, yeah. This is the academy. You know, the training.
Yeah.
Boom. I love how it split me too. That works really well.
Alrighty, here. Let's see. What's our max altitude?
Look at that right there. I love how they added that in now. That's nice. Okay.
Alrighty.
Your turn. I had my fun.
You kamikazed.
I had my fun. 13 minutes. Took me 13 minutes to finally get around and bomb that thing. Off screen. Now I'm on screen.
looks so cool.
I know, it just looks awesome, doesn't it? You still have your bombs on there?
Yeah.
Did you fix them yet? Because remember, we have to do it before each fight. Oh, or you can just ditch them. What would happen if you attached a thruster?
I've done it before. It's a lot harder to get them to fly straight. They tend to all over the place.
Which isn't bad when you dogfight it, but you know, you just get in the middle of the dogfight and then just release like 20 of them and they go everywhere and then you clear the crap out of there. Look, that looks kind of like eyebrows.
Yeah.
Those floppy wings, though, man. My wings had none of that. Although I'm sure that if I hadn't have structurally reinforced it the way I did, it would have fallen apart like you said. Almost guaranteed. You're on fire. Kitty cat loves me.
I've gotten a lot further away than you have. In that I've spent a minute in flight and gotten a lot further.
Well, keep in mind, I wasn't trying to get distance. I was just trying to. I was trying to bomb the thing.
See the contrail?
Yeah. Also, your entire plane is just glowing red. That's awesome. Pull up your map. Whew. Phantom, careful. Don't fall. That's it, buddy.
Well, there's our cruising speed at least.
1200.
Yeah.
Not bad. Stupid cat. And there goes your engines.
Shall I be really dumb?
How?
Oh. Cat, move.
Phantom, come here.
Kitty.
Oh.
This remind you of any movie scenes?
Which one? Not really.
Oh, you don't like it, never mind. Star Wars 3. We are still flying half the ship. They're using air brakes to land a CIS cruiser. Or at least half the cruiser.
I don't remember it. I mean, I've seen all the movies, but I don't remember it. Hey, look, there's a continent. Can you land on it?
Oh, yeah, let's aim for that then.
Do they?
I was about to see how fast she'll dive, but
You know, if there's a continent over there, let's land it. It's a pretty decent trail, though. Apollo 11. Look at that curve.
yeah. wonder why he commented that.
Probably from the movie moment.
One person on. I thought that counted us on the stream.
It does. I mean, if you want to minimize, we can monitor it over here. If you want to minimize and scroll down right here.
See, this is something we have to keep an eye on.
What is that? Overheating?
Yes! Look at our speed.
Nice.
Down with the air sticker, we're getting more thrust and more heat buildup.
Alright. Wanna come over here real quick? Scroll down. See, we can. That's our. The blue is viewers. Wow, we've 3.5 hours of recording. It's currently 5:37. Is there a space station over here somewhere?
I don't know.
That looks like one.
That's not.
Oh, no, it's just a giant rock.
I have to stick the landing over there.
Yes, fine. Landing cat.
Unless, do you want to have the honors of taking the stick when you land her?
You want me to try?
I mean, it's...
I'll do it if you want.
Do you
to.
think you're better at landing than I am?
I don't know. Do you think I am, or do you think you're better? I mean, you saw me land my plane without crashing and breaking.
Yeah, but that was also water, not lumpy dirt.
Good point. But you know, same concept. I mean, I'd just kill my engines here and just glide it from here on.
She won't glide. She's actually losing altitude, even though her rate of descent is pretty quick. I mean,
Yeah.
and that's with the engines on.
Yeah, but you're only not even quarter power.
I'm at a quarter power.
No.
That's a third. There's half. There's quarter.
No, because it goes all the way up into the red, doesn't it?
Nope.
Oh wait, no, it doesn't.
Nope.
Bring it up to a third. Oh,
We're also diving, so.
level out. You got enough room. Just keep her level. When you hit 800 meters above ground.
See, I don't know. That's the thing. That's to sea level, not to actual ground level.
When it says 800, bring out the landing gear. Aim to the left a little more. We're gonna end up in that mountain otherwise. I doubt that should do her. Start punching her nose out. You want to kill as much speed as you can before you hit that ground. Keep the nose pointed up at all times. Lift up, lift up.
I am.
Oof. Rough landing, but you did it.
No, I didn't. Blasted hill.
You had it. You were right.
And then the terrain went ding, ding.
Just like, nope, you can't have this victory. That was great. So should we end it here and start up a different game, or?
You can end the stream. I wanted to experiment with one more fun little thing that we can do.
Alright, let's do it. We can do it on the stream. I don't care. As long as we're not switching games midstream, that's okay.
Yeah. No. It's just messing around.
Alright. Hello! We had somebody join us. So, what is your goal now?
Build a rover.
Oh, build a rover. Okay, that sounds fun. Currently he's building a rover, and we're gonna... Ooh, that's a big tire. Yeah, if you, lag. Yes, lag is a real thing. If you roll the video back, you'll see us trying to bomb the space station, and what else have we done? In total we did a build off, and then we did an intercontinental flight jumper and whatnot. We then made a bomber and bombed the space station. Or
Space
center.
center.
Shut up, I'm tired. I should go to bed, but you know, I don't care. Sleep is for the weak. Not really. Sleep is actually a vital thing. Yeah, so we've done quite a bit in this session. I mean, it took us 3.5 hours to do what we've done, and what's your plan for this?
You screw around.
Are you just gonna drive the rover all over the planet, or are you gonna airdrop it somewhere?
Just drive it.
Yeah, you should airdrop it.
I'm kind of just bored.
You should airdrop it. You know. He's just gonna drive this all over.
This is just the fun thing of
Not bad.
just little quick rovers.
Wee. It's a drifter.
No, it's because it has the control wheel. We can do that. She doesn't drift as bad.
Fine.
What is this in miles an hour?
What?
40-ish meters per second.
I don't know. Hey. What? There you go. You should make. Oh, you should go and make this thing a battering ram. You know, attach a big tank to the front of it. Big tank to the front of it, and then just battering ram right into the side of a building.
No, can't move.
Do you have enough battery life on there to support that? Wow, that charge is going down rather quickly.
Because of my driving mainly. Wonder how far out to the hills we can go.
Before we run out of charge.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll just toggle it till it rolls over the next day.
Yep. Just stupid easy little rovers.
Yeah. Not bad.
These things work on the, like, this will work on the moon too.
Cool.
It actually doesn't lose charge that fast.
Yeah, that thing's actually holding its charge now.
Because of this. We've got quite the range on the antenna too.
Nice.
Stop. Cat, no.
Phantom, come here. Pesky cat. It's like, I want loves. Apparently I'm not good enough. Another red cat. Who should it?
Hmm? Yeah, we just barely passed half the charge.
Yeah. Whee! Head for the hills. Just keep heading out that way. We'll see where we are when we end. He really wants you.
You know, he wants this spot in the chair. Whoever's sitting in this chair.
Yeah, because it's usually me, so he knows that, you know.
No. And so far, we've come so far.
Not bad. Let's speed it up. That's it.
I'm glad we didn't roll it.
Because we did not just roll that.
Well, it didn't stay rolled. But yeah, physics warp is not always the best thing.
Yeah.
This is as fast as I'll let us go.
The stream just caught up to us. And keep us going. Learn us how to charge. What are you gonna do? Transmit data?
No. A couple of seconds, so I'll have to set the brake. Because we have to have enough power to set the brake. Otherwise, it'll roll down the hill.
Ah.
Zero power usage. Yeah, look at that. 2 volts.
Anyways, guys, so that's where we're gonna end this. I've got a new game I want to show you. Actually, it's really fun. You'll like it. So this is where we're gonna end this here. We just drove. Pull up the maps. How far away?
You can't see it. There's our little thing.
Oh, we actually made a decent ways. So yeah, that's been us screwing around in Kerbal for the past 3.5 hours. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this compilation or whatever this gets used for. I hope you guys enjoyed watching the stream as well. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and as always, thanks for watching, and stay toasty. Bye. I need a